Hi, in this video we will be taking a deeper look at the hits and misses, drama, spouses and net worth of the great Mr. Brian Wilson. Also we will reveal 5 facts that few people actually knows about this singer-songwriter and producer. Born June 20, 1942 in Inglewood, California. He's the eldest son for his parents. He grew up to be a very popular American musician, singer, songwriter, and record producer, and also co-founded the hit group The Beach Boys. Brian's musical gift was obvious to his parents from an early age. As his father noticed that as a baby Brian could repeat the melody from When the Caissons Go Rolling Along after hearing his father singing only a few verses. His musical prowess would be further strengthened with the help of his father. Brian's father, being a musician himself, tried his best to encourage his children in this field, and would have Brian taking lessons on a toy accordion at an early age. Yes, you heard correctly, a toy accordion. He also regularly sang solos at church and in school groups. Furthermore, he was also obsessed with playing the piano after school. After finishing high school, he got enrolled at El Camino College in Los Angeles. There he majored in psychology in the year 1960. The following year he wrote his first all-original melody that would eventually be known as Surfer Girl. This song would go on to be a top 10 hit. Wilson and his brothers Carl and Dennis, and cousin Mike Love plus their friend Al Jardine created a musical group in the summer 1961 named the Pendletons. Having limited resources, Brian took the money his parents had left him to pay the rent while they were out of town, to rent a microphone, an amplifier, and other musical equipment. When his parents returned from their trip, his father was so impressed that he decided to be the group's manager. Also, the song they recorded in those few days would go on to be a top hit in LA and reach number 75 on the Billboard sales charts. They would go on to perform their first live show on New Year's Eve of 1961, at Ritchie Valens Memorial Dance. The group would go on to have a successful 5-year run. But during that period, Brian would fight for the right to be known as the group's producer. And eventually he would be given that title in 1963. During this period he also co-wrote songs for numerous artists, helping to establish himself as a producer. But following a panic attack on a flight in 1964, he called it quits on touring. The album Pet Sounds was released on May 16, 1966, and although it got modest sales at the time, it has regularly been hailed as one of the best albums ever. Accolades and awards he has received. Mr. Wilson is recognized as the first pop artist credited for writing, producing and performing his own material. He has been nominated 9 times for the Grammys and is also a 2-time winner. For Best Rock Instrumental Performance in 2005 and in 2013 he won Best Historical Album for The Smile Sessions. He is also a Rock and Roll Hall of Famer as a member of the Beach Boys. Plus he is a Songwriters Hall of Famer. Most recently in 2015 he received the Golden Globe Award for Best Original Song. And according to popular sources such as Celebrity Net Worth, Mr. Brian Wilson actually has a whopping net worth of $75 million as of late 2017. He is ranked second among the 5 original Beach Boys, and is only topped by Love, who has a net worth of $80 million. In 2016 he released his autobiography, I Am Brian Wilson, a memoir, to critical acclaim. He has over the past few years performed internationally on the Pet Sounds World Tour, performing in both USA and Europe. Furthermore, he will be continuing his tour in 2018, as he has been slated to perform in Nashville among other places. 5 facts that few people know about Brian Wilson. Number 1. By age 5 it was discovered that he had diminishing hearing in his right ear. And until this day the exact cause of his hearing loss has not been revealed. Some people believe it may have been caused by a blow from a bully or maybe a hit to the head from his father, as he was very abusive. Number 2. They were given the name Beach Boys without their consent. as their record label at the time Candix Records went behind their back and changed the group's name from the Pendletons to Beach Boys. Number 3. After his father's death in 1973, Brian attempted to drive his vehicle off a cliff and even dug a grave and demanded that he be buried alive in it. Number 4. In 1999, when asked if he was a religious man, Wilson responded, "I believe in Phil Spector," later clarifying that while he had spiritual beliefs, he did not follow any particular religion, also adding that he believed music is God's voice. Number 5. Also, he has been diagnosed with auditory hallucination over the years. This is a condition that involves hearing one or more talking voices.